Hey, it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful empowered harmonizers. We're zooming in and focusing in today on a great viewer question, and that is, how do I get comfortable after I've been through such a betraying relationship? That is a great viewer question because it is very difficult to make yourself comfortable and get used to a new life after you've learned and exposed a relationship with someone who is malignant, narcissistic, or psychopathic, what you might call a reptilian individual, someone who is cold-blooded, someone who doesn't look at life, emotions, situations, events in the same way or even close to the way that you do. And they've been hiding this, or you've been sort of in the dark. You didn't know what was going on right underneath your nose while you were living with this individual. You just thought this was going to how it was going to be. This is how it was. Most people struggle. Most people get, lied to. Most people get cheated on, or you didn't, the depth was something oftentimes that you're very unaware of. And when you expose them, then it can be very difficult to become comfortable and make yourself comfortable after this. So I think that's a great viewer question. And once again, I just want to give a super huge shout out to those of you who have recently made your inquiries and donated to the channel. It is awesome to hear from you. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to host these sessions and provide the content, tools, and solutions to help you break through. So thank you so much. And once again, absolutely positively, if you have not participated yet, or if you have a burning question that you are wanting to ask about your own situation, you can definitely make a donation and email me right here at the About page on the Peace and Harmony channel, at the YouTube About page, at the PayPal Donate Now button. So thank you so much. It's wonderful to hear from you, and I'm wishing you all the best and strength and happiness in your life, in your situation, in your relationships moving forward. So how do you make yourself comfortable? It can be very unnerving, very distracting, very terrifying once you learn that the individual who you've been dealing with is quote-unquote not normal. They're way apart on the extreme side of the bell curve. When we look at the bell curve of society, usually there's a point right in the middle where most people fall in terms of their functionality, in terms of their intellect, in terms of their empathy. You've got, a curve. And when you get to the ends that sort of taper out, either people with very low empathy or very high empathy, you've got a sort of, a sort of scale or spectrum. And when you have been in a relationship with someone who has a reptilian nature, someone who is psychopathic, someone who is literally, figuratively, and what is known as basically cold-blooded or unemotional. They don't have a conscience. They don't have a sort of right or wrong that they're looking to guide their life by, not only their everyday life, but their everyday relationships, their everyday career, their everyday plan. And once you realize that these people will, have targeted or who have scoped you out and sized you up and made the assumption and the conclusion that you are going to be a target. You are going to be the one who is in a quote-unquote relationship. Now, I really don't feel that these people actually have relationships. They basically just take hostages. They basically just take prisoners. They just take supply. They take people as little playthings, as little mice to the cat, that they are figuratively and literally going after, making them twitch, making them fearful, making them run for their life and then pull them back again, and live in that terror of that what's going on enigma or puzzle. These people are very puzzling. Thomas Sheridan, Troubling People, The Labyrinth of the Psychopath, will tell you that these people will blend into society very well. You can't pick them out. They can be in a workplace, your doctor's office, your grocery store, on the road driving home, from your errands. I mean, they are all over the place, and you can't really, the external belies the internal. So it's the internal reptilian nature where basically they have a gaze that oftentimes is very seductive or very paralyzing. So a lot of people took this reptilian gaze where they just sort of really have a absence of fear and an absence of tension and an absence of stress. They seem to be so outside of the normal experience of stress. They feel they, come across as if normal things don't bother them. Normal things where normally people would get a little stressed out. These people are cool, calm, and collected. They don't move a finger. They don't flinch. They don't bat an eyelash. These people are very unreactive when it comes especially to situations where people would normally have a feeling, emotion, an outbreak, a breakdown, a freak out, and these people are just, they're not afraid. They've got ice water running through their veins. A psychopath might describe themselves that way. They don't have a sense of connection or, need to help others, be good to others, feel other people's feelings. Basically, they have a very limited emotional repertoire to anger, hostility, rage, jealousy, and envy. They want something and they will go after it. So even, and it's important to understand that these people, yes, they will target others, and oftentimes it is the betraying of others that gives them satisfaction. It's the lying and the pathological deception to others that gives them, the titillating high, the laughs, whatever it is that is rewarding to them. That is what is, that is how they stimulate. They get bored very easily. So they do a lot of things, multiple relationships, multiple partners, multiple commitments. One face this way, another face that way. A persona over here, a persona over here, and a persona over here. But yet they can move through these personas, these groups, these social circles, as if it is a circus. So they just, they are beyond the norm in terms of how they are conducting their life and their opportunism and how they take advantage of others and leave, a wake of destruction, hurt people, ruined lives, ruined businesses, etc. So if you've been the target of this, it's very difficult to make yourself comfortable, to come back and calm down and feel like, there's some degree or ounce of sanity. So, and oftentimes that's very difficult, not only because your thoughts have been rewired, you've been played with, you've been played like a fiddle. Your thought process, which is normal and instinctual to you, has been like the wires get severed. If you've been with them long enough, they'll disrupt that, that connection, that alignment through your chakras, through your energy centers in your body. So you're no longer sort of connecting between your heart and your mind. You're sort of, externalizing and and the psychopath kind of takes students, if you will. And students meaning that other people don't quite think the way that they do. So a psychopath will sort of teach you how you're supposed to think, which is according to their dictation, which means oftentimes things are twisted, where the norm no longer seems normal. Day, doesn't seem like day. Good no longer seems like good. Normal boundaries and relationships normally become dissolved. Everything gets rewired, replaced, removed, reinvented according to this individual and how they want you to perceive things. And even that just sort of makes light of it. Yet you can feel very connected to this person, i.e. very addicted or adhere just to the enigma or the puzzle with which they create in those people who they are targeting. So an enigma meaning something, a mysterious way of speaking. It's very puzzling. It kind of makes you stop in your tracks, and oftentimes like a deer in headlights, you just don't know what to do. And here on comes your destruction. They're going to plow you over and you can't quite make it to the other side. You get kind of stun gunned, taser gunned, or in this sort of paralysis, which comes from there's a complete disjointedness between your instinct and what you should do and what you can do. It can be very debilitating, very crippling to be in this freeze or fawn state where you just you can't quite get the legs, you can't get the strength, you can't pull yourself together, you can't, run, because your legs are a wobbly, your legs don't feel like they work. You're not able to prop yourself up. You can't really see what you're to do next. You just feel like the only antidote is this person because they sent this whole ball of flying. It's very difficult to get comfortable. You need to learn to calm down and come into your own senses and become at peace in your own body, just really not doing anything, not going out, not checking the internet, not checking the Facebook, not trying to read your messages, not trying to figure out what just happened, getting out of that mode and just coming to a very still place, beginning to harness your focus, beginning to repeat, especially in the beginning, affirmations, what I call astralmations, which is repeating specifically that you are safe, you are safe. Or I am safe, I am safe, I am safe, I am intelligent, I am a warm-hearted, loving person, I am a warm-blooded person, I am a person of value, I am a person of value, I have direction, I have focus, I have. The I am and the I have, and I am calm, and I am at peace, and I am comfortable, and I am safe are some of the most powerful, and I have gratitude for being safe, are really some of the most powerful statements and physiological states that you can enter into. So you need to be able to calm down, get into a calm body, work on that first, and then begin to get distance and detach from the way that this person has instructed you, gaslighted you, brainwashed you to think, feel, behave, and react, not only in your own life, but to them. Begin to disengage and detach completely, 100%. Get away. Get away. Get away. Move a job, move an email address, change a lock, change your phone number, change whatever it is you need to do, change your social, whatever it is you need to do, you need to get away and go no contact. But particularly for your own sanctity and your peace of mind, you need to make these changes little by little, and then keep focus, and then watch some of the tools that we discuss here that you can employ and use to resensitize yourself, rehumanize yourself, reprogram and recondition, and get a lighter heart, and know that you will get through this. You will not only survive, you will thrive. You should also need to make note of your lessons learned so that you don't, repeat this. But you need to get a journal and work on your recovery journal, such as we discuss here on the, on the channel. The recovery date, the recovery gift, doing these things. And you are going to need to make a concerted, deliberate effort to get these things. But number one, come into a cool, calm, peaceful body where you feel safe, and work on that feeling state so you can begin to just decompress. It's your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace out.